Hello, it's Maria from Resilient Journeys, and thank you for joining me today. I've got a special treat for you guys. We're going to do some yoga nidra today, and if you're not familiar with what yoga nidra is, basically it is the another way of putting it is yogi's sleep. You don't necessarily go completely asleep. It's a deep relaxation, a deep meditation. I'll be reading a script um, that guides you from head to toe. And the purpose of it is, as I said earlier, for some deep relaxation. It can also reduce stress that we're feeling, and stress can be coming from the things that we're dealing with daily or worries about the future, or it might even come from some imprints from things that may have happened to us. And so, this type of practice can help us experience emotions that may have been closed off to us without becoming overwhelmed. Um, the script that I'm reading today is about 15 minutes. So typically yoga nidra can be as long as an hour, but I thought I would introduce everybody with something a little bit shorter. The beauty of this is you can be in any comfortable position. You can be lying in your bed, on your mat. You don't even have to lie down at all. You can stay seated. I would recommend that if you choose to be seated, to be in a safe type of seated, because some people do fall asleep in yoga nidra. And if you do, that's okay. It generally means that you really are tired and you may have needed that sleep. So if you're going to sit in a chair, I would sit in one that you're, if you were to fall asleep, that you're not going to fall out of your chair and hurt yourself. So just make sure your choice is safe for you. I'm going to walk back to the mat and give you some ideas of how you could participate in yoga nidra. And I hope this is just really wonderful for you today. Okay, so we'll walk back. And I forgot to mention that the script that I'll be reading from is by Tamera Verma. So I guess I'll start with you could participate in yoga nidra by sitting on a blanket or a bolster, and some lying down versions could be, you see I've got some blocks behind my bolster. I'm going to lie down a little bit carefully, make sure my blocks don't come out from me. um, so this can be a really restorative type of yoga pose. So you could choose this, or one of my favorites is legs up the chair. Or you could do legs up the wall too. Legs up the chair or legs up the wall is especially helpful to just kind of calm the body and mind. It reduces your blood pressure, so if you have low blood pressure, this might not be a choice that you want to choose. And like I said, you can get your legs up on the wall too. Some other options could be putting some pillows underneath your legs. This could be really helpful if you have some low back pain like we worked on last week. And you can certainly cover yourself up with your blanket, or if you want to just be completely in our typical Shavasana pose, your feet are hip width apart, your feet are kind of opening out, your palms are raised upward, and you might even have a little pillow under your head too. Um, Typically in yoga nidra, since you're lying on the floor, you might get a little chilly, so it might be good to keep your socks on and have a blanket. But to begin, we might just start with just a few little poses to just reduce some tension. So you could come to seated. And let's do a few deep inhales and exhales. And we'll return to your natural breathing. And it might feel nice to just kind of stretch your arms out. Perhaps bring them up to the level that's comfortable for you. Inhale and exhale. Maybe over to one side. Inhale, exhaling over to the other. Let's rotate our shoulders. Twist to one side to the other. You can have your legs out in front of you. If you're sitting on a bolster blanket, you can come off. We'll inhale and exhale. We'll come to a forward fold. And then we'll do a straddle fold. And we'll come over to one side. And the other side. Okay, so I'll let you get into your yoga nidra position that you've chosen to do. I'll be seated while I'm reading the script, and it may take about 15 minutes or less, just to give you an idea. Okay, so this yoga nidra is called Anytime Calming. So I'm going to ask you to get comfortable lying down or seated in a safe manner. And you could have a thin pillow or blanket under your head and covering yourself with your blanket. Doing anything that you need to do to get as comfortable as possible. I'm going to ask you to check if there's any lumps or bumps in your clothing, your jewelry. Maybe you've got your glasses on. That might be good to take them off. That might distract you. If you find anything, just adjust that now. And I'm going to ask you to scan your body, your whole body, making sure you're as comfortable as you can be. Are your feet relaxed? Legs, hips, back, arms, shoulders, jaw, forehead. Checking in and making any further adjustments if it will help you be the most comfortable. And feel yourself settling in. Serene, like a still lake. And now, setting aside anything that's happened before this moment, setting aside anything that's happening after this practice, I'll ask you to bring all your awareness into your practice for the next few minutes. Setting everything aside for those moments to calm and connect. I'll invite you to take a deep breath, and as you exhale, letting go of any thoughts you'd like to let go at this moment. Let go of thoughts. Let go of any need to do. Just being. This is your time for yourself. No agenda, just peace. Make any final adjustments if you haven't already. And begin to experience the stillness even more. Know that you can move, but if it feels good, allow yourself to enjoy the stillness. This is your chance to do nothing, resting just as you like. If it feels restful, allow these words to be received energetically rather than mentally. Even your mind can rest now. In its place, there's an effortless awareness. Feel all the experiences becoming more and more effortless, serene and effortless. Yoga Nidra has begun. So I'm going to guide you in a rotation of consciousness. A series of energetic points will be named. You can allow awareness to float effortlessly from point to point. You can start by floating awareness to the point between your eyebrows. Effortless awareness of the point between your eyebrows. Next, move to the hollow of your throat. The right shoulder joint. Moving freely to the right elbow joint. Wrist joint. The right thumb. The tip of the index finger. Tip of the middle finger. Tip of the ring finger. Tip of the little finger. Effortless awareness. The right wrist joint. Elbow joint. Shoulder joint. Hollow of the throat. Shifting awareness to the left shoulder joint. Left elbow joint. Left wrist joint. Left thumb. Tip of the index finger. Tip of the middle finger. Tip of the ring finger. Tip of the little finger. Shifting freely. The left wrist joint. Elbow joint. Shoulder joint. Hollow of the throat. And the heart center. The right side of the chest. The heart center. The left side of the chest. The heart center. The heart center. The heart center. Resting awareness at the heart center. Not thinking, just feeling. I'll guide you in breath awareness. Please become aware of your breath, aware of the body, gently moving with each inhale and exhale. Notice on the inhalation that the abdomen gently rises, then your chest rises. On the exhalation, your abdomen falls, your chest falls. Inhale, abdomen rises, chest rises. Exhale, abdomen falls, chest falls. Feel this wave of breath, like a wave washing into the shore and then washing away from the shore. Follow this gentle wave of breath. Each breath, watching the wave rise, watching it fall. No need to make any changes to the breath, simply watching. Watching the natural wave of breath, like watching gentle waves on the ocean. Begin to count the waves. Simply follow the natural pace of breath. Inhale 1, exhale 2. Inhale 3, exhale 4, and so on up to 26. If you lost track, that's fine. You just simply start again at 1. Now let go of counting the waves of your breath. It doesn't matter if you've reached 1 or lost track, letting go of the count. I'll guide you now on externalization. Bring your awareness back to your heart center. Notice the heart center rising on inhalation, falling on exhalation. Bring awareness back to your body. Yoga Nidra is now complete. I'll ask you to feel your body peacefully resting. Feel the support beneath you. Notice the temperature of the space that you're in. Notice the sounds. We're going to introduce more movement in the body by taking a few deep breaths. Now you can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and feel the lightness of the sensation. Stretch or move your body in any way that you like. And if you're lying down, when you're ready, you can roll to your right side. Take a few breaths here. Taking with you any calming sensations from our practice today. And if you were lying down, slowly, gently press yourself up to seated, keeping your eyes closed if you can, and take a deep breath. I'll ring the chimes to note the ending of Yoga Nidra. Thank you for practicing with me today. If you would like to bring your hands to heart, we'll do a little bit of chanting. It's Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, which is basically Om is the sound of the universe and Shanti is peace. If you'd like to join with me on that, you can. And so we'll begin. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.